क्या बोले? हाँ सालेरस कौन बोले? वो बोले सालेरस को मैं बोले थे
As usual, Abdul, Rafi and David Kripal Roy have started batting. Once again, it's just like the repetition of the previous ball. Men in blue, Nalgonda have been scattered, especially you could see there beside the wicket keeper, 3 men making the enthusiasm.
Hello.
Nicely started by Akil. He was a bit expensive yesterday, has taken a wicket. Greater pace generated with his arm. He knew exactly what he's doing on. And Akil is very impressive. And that he has got lots of talent and variations. He can read the batsman perfectly, Akil. Well played, that one. One step carry at third man. Gets off the mark with this. Abdul. Mahbubnagar lost their previous game yesterday morning. They just scored 89. So it's another contest. They have to win for sure. Every team is subjected to play 9 games. The one with the top points and the net run rate will proceed to the semis. One step carry towards the backward point fielder and an immediate shoot as well. Some backup. And Nalgonda you could see on the top 2. So undoubtedly they might be in the semi-finals. The only defeat to them is with Nizamabad yesterday. Lost the match by 64 runs. Looking to hit the deck hard. But here's David Kripal Roy moving on to the back foot. He opened his account with this single. A tiny over started with the Mahbubnagar team are on 2 runs without any loss. The power play for the first 6 overs and 2 fielders are meant to stand near the boundary line. We could see the covers fielder along with mid-wicket. This is Kaka Venkataswamy Memorial Telangana Inter-District T20 League. That's happening here at Warangal. So we've got 2 games at once. So totally 4 games in a day. Gautam brought in, and since yesterday has been a drastic change by Nalgonda. They were bowling so much better. He has found the wicket in his second spell. With a lower full toss onto the stumps at the other end. There's a bit of luck added for the batsman. A couple of runs. Indeed, that was struck very nicely, but finds the stumps at the other end. There was one opportunity in the first game. We have seen the wicket fall of Ranga Reddy, where batsman timed it nicely, but on the other hand, it was the non-striker's dismissal. As the bowler luckily put some hand on that, he's able to get that wicket of that opener. Now for the right-handed batsman, there is a fielder standing on the boundary line at deep backward point. Third man coming inside. Some bounce extracted, and it's gonna be direct shoot. But this is something unusual, which is not needed. This is gonna be the crunchy phase of the tournament. Gautam couldn't control his excitement. He just want to have a wicket as a run-out dismissal, but it's been a bit unlucky there. Indeed, he bowled that well, but the batsman will be thankful. So runs for David. So David, first time he scored 5. He'll be thankful to the bowler. It means David is the only batsman who scored all the runs. Singles, twos, threes, fours, now 5. And those big sixes. Perfect Yorker. Nicely judged by the batsman, Abdul. And most importantly, David Kripal immediately called up for that quick single. Just 2 runs of the first, and this over has already contained 7. In fact, 8. It's brilliant to see in the meantime. Just singles on their way. 2 balls, 2 runs. And Nalgonda will be definitely looking to dismiss this pair soon. Because one batsman has got 100, that is David. The other one, Abdul, is consistent in the tournament, scoring 450 plus in the last 6 innings. Now he has made a fine comeback, Gautam. Just 2 runs, in fact, just 2 runs of the last 4 balls. What a way to finish. 9 came off it. After the second over, the score is 11 runs on the board. 2 overs bowled, the score is 11 for none. 11 for no loss after the second over. The current run rate is 5.5. But Mahbubnagar is one of the terrific batting teams where they can score 55 to 65 in the power play. But they need to learn from the previous game. They played on a new surface, first time at Warangal. It's at ground number 1. It was a big shock. They got out for 89. And 90 runs was the target that was successfully chased. Went on to the back foot, that is driven hard. That's a matter of experience. So that's all about being in the prime form. Smashes that onto the back foot towards long on. What a placement, that's terrific. It's Akil to continue and Abdul to fire up. That will be the first boundary of this innings. Indeed, it's the skill of the batsman. It has come with full pace, but little fraction of width of it, and the batsman latched onto that. Inside edge, didn't carry. Lucky that was not onto the stumps, not to the keeper. And he's the one who can play some good looking shots. getting those big scores, big sixes. David Kripal Roy. Akil has been impressive. He was offering too many runs yesterday. Seems to be an edge. Third man can't reach there. That's clever piece of batting. Intelligent pickup shot, this one. Weighted onto the back foot. That has been David once again. Pure timing, no effort at all. So he knows that form is temporary but class is permanent. Effortless power from this batsman. It has gone for 4. And with some decent pace generated onto the stumps, here David makes a back foot punch on a defensive mode. Non-striker's call has made the things easy for the run. Abdul. 9 runs of the first 4 balls. This is a good beginning for the over. So with that kind of dominance, slowly Mahbubnagar would like to take on the chances. And if this pair, Abdul and David, can settle at the center, at least for 8 to 10 overs, then there is every probability for Mahbubnagar to dominate the game. Gets into the drive. That's handsome to see. But the fielder is on. The power play has been progress for the first 6 overs. That will be a dot and one more ball to come in the over. Still, I don't feel so that this team, Nalgonda, has bowled that badly. They're giving boundaries and also getting control with those dots. Also, their batting has got so much depth. Chance of checking in the air. That's brilliant to watch on. Nalgonda finds it first. Slow ball, worked on that. And that was just like a checking of the shot. Abdul doesn't want to leave the crease. In fact, maybe the umpires would have a bit of chat on that. But the catch must be appreciated. The attempt is good. And you could see the part of grass has been dragged with those hands. So, that's the problem we have seen in the recent times. Mahbubnagar have not been up to the mark as they were during the start of this tournament. So wrong shot selection is one of the things that bothered them yesterday. I think they didn't learn the lessons from those.
Batsman.
146 matches, close to 5,000 runs from the bat of Srikanth. Akil got off the mark with that wicket, 2 overs, 1 for 11. Probably it can be Gautam to continue.
Bowler Gautam.
9 runs off his first. And we have seen a spectacular catch, that one by Gautam. Now he himself bowling on, getting the right bat in time. That's a good call by the non-striker. So Gautam is someone who can trouble the right-handers. Usually he doesn't allow the batsmen to free their arms. And the captain has got so much trust in him. Well played. No chance for the fielders at all. This is powerfully driven. Srikanth Naik. Sorry, it's David Kripal Roy. Once again proves his worth with the bat. He is naturally a phenomenal striker of the white ball. got a brilliant 103 unbeaten against Hyderabad in Hyderabad, which was a match of records a couple of matches ago. That brilliant 82 on both the occasions, the team won the game. And of course, they lost the second when he scored 82. Chase of 210 was made by Rangareddy. Went onto the back foot looking to find the gap, and he'll do that. That makes the newcomer to be on strike, Srikanth Naik. It's important now. Mahbubnagar need to stick to their basics. Their management was unhappy yesterday. They lost to Adilabad. Shortly pitched, the batsman has gotten top of that. What an invitation for the new batsman. He welcomes the bowler with a boundary. The spectacular, glorious timing. He decided to go towards fine leg. There was lots of space there the batsman can latch on to. This one is too good to watch from Srikanth Naik. Got on top of that, executed that to perfection, and also took the help of the bowler's pace. Simply pushed for one, and they have to settle for one. And the good thing about Srikanth Naik is that the timing onto the back foot might be pace or spin. He has got the similar response, and yesterday he got out quickly after scoring an immediate boundary. Nicely done in the follow through. So that will be a dot. He has been spectacular till now, Gautam. So with this, over number 4 has finished. After the fourth over, the score moves on to 30 for the loss of a wicket. 4 overs bowled, 30 for 1. Change in bowling just in the 5th over. Here comes Kranti into the attack, replacing Akil. David going well. Out of 30, he made 23 of 13, 3/4 of his bat. One of the consistent batsmen, I can tell you, in this tournament.
Kranti. Bowler Kranti. Bowler Kranti. 90.
Brilliant start from Kranti. He's likely to bowl over the stumps with his pace, right arm. 138 matches, 164 matches, 64 wickets, and best of 5 for 15. Economy of 6.4. He suits well for this format. In the shorter format, getting the economy of 6.4 is something special from the bowler. Simple push for one. He wants a second, but David knows that the fielder has got close. call must be for the second. It was not properly timed. The shoot is on towards the keeper. Good response from Nalgonda. Two runs of the first three balls. An impressive start from Kranti. Nalgonda being in the second spot doesn't want to allow Mahbubnagar to get into the semis. Of course, any team they compete with, they just want to perform their best. Gets into the drive much quickly with added footwork. It's going to be a great save as well after that overthrow. That backup single that has been scored. 3 runs of the first 4. Every run has got its own importance. That one simple run can make the difference in the game. We have seen that one close encounter. On the other end, Medak was taking on Nizamabad. On ground 1, Medak won the toss, decided to bat. And if you could see, the same number of overs have been bowled till now, either here or the match between Medak and Nizamabad. Both the teams are into the 5th over. All the teams are into the 5th over. 2 are batting, 2 are bowling. It's David who is playing well now, 24 of 15. And that brilliance in batting in the first game we have seen by Navaneet making 91. Pitch shortly onto the pads, an appeal is on, but it doesn't convince the umpire. So we've got the quality umpiring since the start of this tournament. Leg by says the umpire. With this, after the 5th over, the score moves on to 34 for the loss of a wicket. 5 overs completed, score is 34 for 1. 34 for 1 in the first 5 overs. Last over for the mandatory power play. So describing the umpiring over here, so we could see most of the disciples from Mr. Chandrasekhar, the former umpire who has served for the nation for around 25 years. Is also in the commentary box, and of course today I miss him. He's working on ground 2, ground 1 that is. So he was alone being enthusiastic about the game. He's able to do the best as an analyst, as a commentator after pausing the umpiring work. New man in to bowl will be Sina. Spin introduced inside the power play. Simple push onto the back foot. What a call from the non-striker. That's an important one. They wanted to have the second as well. But the non-striker making a quick move might be a bit tired. His leg may be in trouble. He's taking his time to settle. 35 runs for the first wicket in 5.1. Nalgonda are going on with some decent bowlers. So far that wicket for Akil, and since then this pair likely to add some runs. 15 from 13 they have added.
వీడియో చేయమన్నా అన్నా వీడియో తీనా చూస్తుందా చూస్తుందా
He needs some medication, and sometimes that is a problem. The players have to be very athletic. Fitness is something they need to maintain. They've got the interest on the game, they're very passionate, So they want to anticipate what they know. But also, even though they put 100% efforts while batting or while bowling, while fielding, their regular fitness matters the most. So that's why every management, usually it might be the coach or the secretary or anyone, they just want their players to be fit, have a bit of jogging, running, do some initial workouts. But it is a game where fitness matters a lot. Regarding fitness, we can take the live examples of Indian cricketers, the cricket of the god of cricket, Sachin Tendulkar, or the current player, Virat Kohli. So, both of them, apart from their passion, they're athletic, they do maintain the fitness, and if you could see the running between the wickets, is also glorious. And why not MS Dhoni? The quick gloves behind the stumps. So, likewise, fitness matters a lot. Every simple thing that could be food, water, or any intake, the food supplement it can be, is going to play a crucial role for any sportsman. That is also applicable in cricket. And these days it is difficult for any batsman. If he can't run off his own batting, then he can simply get back to the dugout and play later. Previously, we used to have that runner option, which is removed recently by ICC. There we go, the match paused, resumed where it paused. Single to start with against the spinner. A bit of short, it's bowled, and that has gone the treatment with the distance too. Tremendously played. Waited for a while onto the back foot and punched that to perfection on the onside. It's David Kripal Roy again. Boundaries are never hard until David gets dismissed. He made the things like that. Made every shot look easy. This time over the fielder, set backward point. Perfect punch for 4 runs. 2 in 2 he makes. Not sparing the bowler. Even though it's a spin, it doesn't matter for him. He shows his masterclass technique, playing that well onto the back foot. And this one down the ground. He knew exactly what he's doing on, and that's the way to bat when the part play is in progress. This over turning out to be expensive. 2 singles, 2 boundaries. Likely to sweep on the onside. It's a wide call by the umpire. Sina offering many runs in his first over. 11 runs of the first 4 balls. There is going to be a simple way to finish the power play. 6 overs completed, 46 for 1 is the score.
After the 6th over, the score is 46 for 1. 46 for 1 in 6 overs.
Usually Mahbubnagar has got more than 50, 55 runs in the power plays. So that was in the first 4 matches. But as the tournament progressed on, there is some change in their approach. Next to bowl will be Kranti. Already he bowled 1 over, offered only 3 runs. Plays it with his off hands that come into play. Starts off with a single on the onside. David batting on 35 from 21, 5-4 still now. An impressive starter he can call BIS. Flicked away nicely, and that should be 4 for Srikanth Naik. He won't mind running for that. That was in the batsman's zone, and that cracking part of the bat has made the mess. Brilliant to watch for that. And that also brings the 50 up for the team. Placing beautifully without giving chance for the fielders is a speciality of Srikanth. Tries the same on the offside. Long off. Might be close to the covers region the ball went on. Also, the footwork must be appreciated. The way he bats and his body language acts accordingly. Sometimes he gets his front leg out of the way. The previous shot is one live example for that. So his bat comes at the right time, towards the right direction. Played with the soft hands, non-striker hurrying up. It's David who gets that single, and good call from Srikanth. These two have added 33 from 22. As the power play restrictions are off, we could see 5 fielders standing on the boundary line. Long on square, third man, mid wicket and square leg. Long off inside the circle.
యాంకర్ అలసిపోయాడా
అలాంటిదే సార్ కొంచెం అలాంటిదే. అండ్ మోర్ ఓవర్ ఆయన ఇంకా ఎక్కడున్నాడని చూస్తున్నా ఇంకొక hit 55 for 1.
After the 7th over, the score is 55 for the loss of a wicket. 55 for 1 in 7 overs, 13 overs remaining in this innings.
This pair is looking solid, strong at the moment. Srikanth Naik and David Kripal Roy added 35 from 24. And David dominating the scorecard now, 37 from 23. So Nalgonda is going to face a concrete challenge with this team, Mahbubnagar. That's for sure. If they can score something above 180, it would be tough. Bharat brought into the attack. Bharat Reddy, 154 matches, 173 wickets. Best of 5 for 4. Coming up with his spin, an orthodox left arm spinner. Driven well onto the back foot. That is going to be just a single. The covers fielder will do the work. David has been a sweet timer of the cricket ball. Every now and then we could see he comes up with confidence. Irrespective of the teams and the bowlers, he just makes his mark. If not Abdul, it could be David. If not David, it could be Abdul. Both of them will take the responsibility sometimes. Places it down the ground. It covers for 1. Srikanth Nayak can also be an addition to the team. Scoring those singles, he's able to make the strike rotate. Skipper. Quicker ball, and that has been punched onto the back foot. Less often we see these kind of dot balls when David is on strike. Clever piece of bowling by Bharat Reddy. Just 2 runs of the first 3. This can be a single more. They might add the second. Brilliant save, that one. Running from covers towards long off. David moves on to 40 with that 40 from 26. And still he holds the record of holding the first century in the tournament. Lifts it up. There is no one to stop that. It has gone miles away. That will be a sixer. Timed that to perfection, and there has been flying over the boundary line. That's hammered. Unstoppable, this batsman David, when he gets into a greater position. Seems like the ball is gone. So that's the problem here we have seen in Warangal. So we are in the outskirts of the city. The match between the fields. But it's a greater choice that has been chosen by the WDCA, Warangal District Cricket Association. Encourages.
They'll have to do some gamble here. They'll have to break this partnership. Picking up the wicket of David will be an advantage, a bonus to them. Cheer from the dugout, praising the knock which is underway of David. This time, much better length for someone like David. When a batsman is in such good form, you'll have to be very accurate with your line and length. Don't go too full. Don't try to bowl the bouncers without any pace onto them. If you're not going to offer the pace, that will be smashed for runs on this kind of a surface. Brilliantly played, Rakesh Naik. Oh, the fielder fumbles, sloppy work. That will allow the batsman to complete the second run as well. Not something what you want from your fielders. The over wasn't going well for the bowler, and this comes as a devastating one. That brings up the over. By the completion of 11 overs, score moves on to 98 for the loss of 2 wickets. After the completion of 11 overs, score moves on to 98 for the loss of 2 wickets. Bharat Reddy continues. The man who has given a big breakthrough in his previous over. Sent back skipper home of Nalgonda, of Mahbubnagar, I beg your pardon. David is on strike. This is going to be a big wicket for them. As long as he survives, things are not going to get easy for them. Played this time straight to the man at the long off. Fumbles. What a beautiful piece of running between the wickets. That's a brilliant piece of call. And he responded to it quite well. This is a kind of understanding you need to have with your partner. The moment David asked Rakesh to run, he straight away responded to that call. And that brings up 100 runs for Mahbubnagar. Pure class, absolutely pure class from this man. That was an unnecessary one. Claiming for the run out. But that nod from the umpire says it all. Well, this shows the character of the batsmen here. They are not only trained to go for some big runs in boundaries, they are also good with turning singles into doubles and doubles into three. This time a cheeky shot. Knew exactly where the fielders are placed and completely outplayed the field out there. Pure class from this man. Not an easy shot to deliver, and especially when you are just facing the fifth delivery of your innings, you need to have a lot of confidence to go for that one. Anything got missing, even with an inch, you will be fine right in front of the wickets. Clever, absolutely clever. You exactly know the damage of this over has already been done, so don't have to take any risks. They've already scored a boundary in this over so far, and a couple and two singles as well. Full length delivery, played straight to the fielder at the short covers. Well, that's a great strategy from both the batsmen. They are running the first run really hard, trying to put up the pressure on the fielder. If they're getting even a single % of chance to go for the second run, they're making it happen. Again the same shot, but this time will not be having enough pace on it. The fielder will be managing to save it. Well, that brings up the over. 12 overs gone. It's 109 for the loss of 2. After the completion of 12 overs, score moves on to 109 for the loss of 2 wickets. Kaka Venkataswamy Memorial Inter-District T20 Cricket League, sponsored by Vishaka Industries. Sponsors plays a big role in changing the careers of the players. If you don't have enough sponsors for your event, you will not be able to make it. And when you have good sponsors who keeps their best foot forward to sponsor an event, that is when you will get to see a lot of young talent coming from the rural areas where they will not be having a lot of opportunities to showcase their skill set, to perform on the platform. And these kind of stages will give them a platform to shine. This time, David Kripal shines yet again with a brilliant shot into the long on region. There is no stoppage for him at the moment. The balls are being dispatched, the balls are being vanished. Anything into his arc, he'll make sure that it will be gone out of the park. Moves on to 77, 23 more needed for him to complete his century here on this venue. We have already seen a 1 ton coming in. I'm good, Divin. From Rangareddy. Who has scored a brilliant ton the other day. He is not allowing any of the bowlers to take that sigh of relief, keeping himself busy scoring runs, dealing in boundaries and sixes, also picking up crucial singles and doubles. That shows what kind of a fitness he carries with him. That itself says how hard-working he is off the field as well. Working on to his fitness. Pick that single.
David on 78.
This time high up in the air. Fielder coming underneath. Will he take it? Yes, indeed. He'll grab it. Wasn't an easy chance for him because the ball was quite moving in the air as the wind is crashing here at this venue. That's a brilliant take to dismiss Rakesh Nayak. Another one bites the dust here.
Single out. 116.
Rakesh Nayak departs and Mahbubnagar is 116 for the loss of 3 at the moment.
इसके साथ साहब के साथ आ रहे हैं ना प्रेसिडेंट हो रहा है प्रेसिडेंट डब्ल्यूसी
Akshay, the new man, comes in to replace Rakesh. Oh, that's a brilliant ball. This is the delivery that you need to bowl to a new batsman. That is when you are going to create those opportunities, those chances to keep picking up the wickets. There was a shot of a length delivery. Oh my goodness. The fielder actually fumbled out there because of the outfield.
Two runs.
2 runs taken comfortably. He's off the mark, Akshay. That's a brilliant delivery. Dot ball to end the over. 13 overs gone. It's 118 for the loss of 3 wickets. 118 for the loss of 3 wickets after 13.
Okay.
Bharat Reddy continues. The man in form. The man who is known for picking wickets at the crucial stages of the game.
कैलकुलेट करने नहीं पड़ेगा एग्जाम्पल के ले लेते एक अच्छा बोल ले इन्हें भी था 1 लाख से ले लेते कुछ 50 साल ले बाहर कितने मुश्किल भाई कितना फर्क है 13,000
Started off with a single to this over.
अरे सही बोला नहीं
14th over in progress so far. They have got some good numbers on the board. If they would like to post a good total on the board, somewhere around 170, 180, these two need to work hard. Quick single taken. That has been the strength of this Mahbubnagar team. Another run has been added in an overthrow. Batsmen from Mahbubnagar have impressed with the running between the wickets. Outside the off, kept a bit low after pitching, haven't got the expected bounce. Well, this has been the story of the surface. On a few occasions, you will not be getting that exact bounce that you expect, even after pitching on the Goodland spot. There is a bit of issue with the side screen out there. As I've already mentioned, the wind is gushing so hard here in Warangal. This time miscued. That's a miss hit. Fielder coming underneath and takes a brilliant catch. He was completely blinded by the sun. That's what he is claiming at the moment. But that's a brilliant piece of fielding work. They have been fumbling on a few occasions, but not this time. Akshay departs. There was an unnecessary shot this bloke has went for. You're seeing someone is playing really good for your team. You just need to hang in there and keep the scorecard moving with your singles and doubles. Let the other batsmen do the rest of the work. You just enjoy it, watching it from the non-strikers end. But anyhow, Bharat Reddy has given another breakthrough for his team. That's 4th wicket going down and 2nd for Bharat. It's 121 for the loss of 4.
Batsman, shut up.
Muhammad Shadab Ahmed He's a new man coming in to replace Akshay. Well, this is the moment that the boys of Nalgonda need to work hard. Try to get that one set wicket of David, and they will be on in the driver's seat in this game. As long as he's surviving, the clouds of the danger will always be patrolling over the head, and it is not going to be easy for them to survive. He's off the mark straight away. Kirpal goes hard this time.
90 ah?
Just a single to end the over. 123 for the loss of 4 wickets after the completion of 14. Score moves on to 123, 123 for the loss of 4 after the completion of 14 overs. The only concern for the Nalgonda team at the moment is going to be David Kripal, someone who is playing a brilliant knock, taking his time and accepting the challenges from the bowlers.
Score ఎంత?
123. Over 14 completed.
14.
Teja. Teja. There was a chance of a run out, but the bowler was asking the fielder to shoot it onto the stumps, but he was still thinking of something else there.
ఇట్లన్నా మనం బయట పడతాం మనకి మనం వదలం దీన్ని పట్టుకొని చేసేసి
అది కాదు రూల్ ఇచ్చేది స్ట్రేట్ అది ఎప్పటికీ నేను గుర్రారెడ్డి చాలా వాదించేది.
This time a brilliant bouncer, but could not be, cannot impress the officials out there. Will be given as a wide, and also first warning coming in of the over.
సమస్య నిజమే కదా తెలంగాణ వాళ్ళకి అన్యాయం చేస్తుంది కానీ మాట్లాడే విషయంలో నిజమైనది
That's a brilliant shot into the gap. No fielder will be having the chance to stop that one. Fine knock. He moves on to 84. Are we going to witness another ton here?
కానీ మనం నువ్వు ఇవ్వాలి కదా వివరాలు మీరు మార్కెట్ మీద
This time a full touch delivery. Could not connect it well. Just mistimed it. Fortunate enough that the ball hasn't travelled to the fielder. Just one run coming off that. This time a thick outside edge, no chance towards any fielder. The ball has went straight into the gap and the ball will be having all the legs to cross that boundary line. That's a boundary coming in.
One side ఆడతారు. అది ఇస్తారు చాలా చీప్ అవుతుంది. 10,000 అవుతుంది అది.
This time a brilliant shot coming in downtown and the fielder had done everything to stop that one but he couldn't. One other boundary coming in. 2 in 2.
चलो क्रांति
137 for the loss of 4 wickets. Shadab Ahmed is looking in a fine touch. 9 of just 3. Straight to the fielder. Chance of run out. Oh my goodness, that could have been close. Very, very close. David Kripal would have been in danger. But one run taken comfortably, courtesy the overthrow. 15 overs have been bowled. Score moves on to 138. Teja. Hey. 15 overs, 138 for the loss of 4 wickets. Right hand, left hand combination has always been the concern for. Oh my goodness, there's the trouble once again. Chance of a run out, and that's been a run out. That's a big wicket. He's absolutely devastated. Walking back with disbelief. He cannot believe that he has been given out in an unusual fashion. Not expecting from the man in form to risk his wicket for a single run. That has been a brilliant knock. David Kripal Roy departs, courtesy the run out. Sikandar Mohammed has given a breakthrough.
138.
That's 138 for the loss of 5 wickets. 16th over in progress. Oh my goodness. We have seen many of the batsmen getting run out when they are into 80s and 90s. Another victim. David. Ah, that's a brilliant shot. Finds the gap. Will be conceding a boundary. He should have waited there. He straight away denied the call. Shadab Ahmed. But he was so out of the crease that he couldn't make it back.
స్టోరీ చెప్పినా డిస్ట్రిక్ట్స్ అనగానే వద్దు అనగానే మన వాళ్ళు అందరూ తెలిసి నాతో
కావాలి మనకు అయితేనే మంచిది.
అనిల్ అనేవాళ్ళు ఇప్పుడు ఢిల్లీ వెంకట్ గారు యాక్టింగ్ ప్రెసిడెంట్ అయ్యే సమస్య లేదు అన్నాను ఏదో స్టోరీ ఏటీఎంలో కిషోర్ మొత్తం కట్ చేసి ఇలా కావాలని నేను ఎప్పటి వాదించినా కావాలని వాదించేది ఇద్దరం చేసేవాడు ఆగుతాడా చెప్తాడా. అయితే అనిల్ ఏమంటే సుప్రీంకోర్టు వికెట్స్ అన్ని వికెట్స్ జిల్లాలకు అన్యాయం జరుగుతున్నది నేను సుప్రీంకోర్టు సుప్రీంకోర్టు రూలింగ్ ఈసారి అయిపోతుంది. ఏటీఎంలో యాంటీ ఎవరు మాట్లాడారు? ఏటీఎంలో యాంటీ ఎవరు మాట్లాడారు?
అట్లా కాదు సార్,
అది నా తమ్ము. అది
వాడనేది కూడా తప్పు. ఏ ప్లేస్ లో ఆ ప్లేస్ లో ఉన్నారు, క్లబ్స్ ఉన్నాయి, వాళ్ళ 45 వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు. కాకపోతే ఆ మేజర్ అయ్యేటోళ్ళు ఉన్నారు, అది 45 లో ఉన్నారు వాళ్ళు కూడా.
Akash Venkat came on to replace David. Half of the side is back in the dugout.
పెట్టిన దాని ప్రకారమే ఉన్నారు.
లేదు మాకు ఇచ్చేయమంటాడు. నువ్వు 6 రాసుకురా అంటే నేను 2 రెడీగా ఉన్నా. కొత్త కూడా నేనే ఇటు అటు నేను 2 కాకే 2.
Swings this time, thick outside edge. Fortunate enough that the ball hasn't traveled in the gloves of the wicket keeper.
మాతో చేసినోడే కదా.
This time played high up in the sky. Fielder coming underneath and takes an easy catch. That's a soft dismissal yet again. Akash walked in. Akash walking out. Should have took some time on the crease. Should have spent some time on the crease. Straight away wanted to go for a biggie, but couldn't time it well. Finds the fielder. Another one bites the dust here. 6th wicket they have lost.
మా బ్యాట్స్మెన్
Aryan.
The new batsman Aryan comes in to replace Akash. There was a time the things were looking so easy and comfortable for Mahbubnagar when David was batting. But there has been a drastic change soon after his departure. Oh my goodness, another one big appeal coming in. But this time, no clear proof. That's a brilliant piece of fielding work. They're giving each and everything since they have pulled things back into their side. 15th over, 16th over has been bowled so far. Score moves on to 143 for the loss of 6 wickets. 143 for the loss of 6 wickets after the completion of 16 overs.
మరి ఏమో మాట్లాడుతాం వల్ల
एक साल में बड़ा स्कूल है उससे पहले बेस्ट थी उससे पहले बड़ा स्कूल 3-4-5 साल पहले
17th over in progress. Sikandar Mohammed continues.
Akil bowler.
The bloke who dismissed David Kripal, not with the wicket into his account, but with a run out. That's a brilliant hit. Going downtown. What a shot. Wasn't an easy one to pick it up. He picked it up nicely. That was absolutely a cracking shot coming in. That wasn't a bad delivery though. That was placed right in there with a bit of bounce adding to that delivery. But credit to this man, Shadab Ahmed. He's changing the dynamics of the game. Not looking easy. Not going easy on any bowler. What do you know? Goes on to 149 for the loss of 6. 17th over in progress. That is some massive hitting from this man, Shadab Ahmed. He has been the reason of David Kripal. Not exactly the reason. I still want to quote that wasn't a run actually. But David wanted to complete it. Thrown his wicket away. Should have waited a bit more. The runs were coming easily for them. Outside the off stump. Much wider this time. Feeling that heat. Feeling that pressure. Mahbubnagar moves on to 150. This time a fuller length, tossed up delivery, played straight to the man at the short covers. No run has been taken. He's trying to go for big runs here, looking to change the gears. Swings and swings hard this time. Beats the fielder inside the 30-yard circle, and that will be running over for a boundary yet again. That was an inside edge, not coming right off the middle. But still, no matter how the runs are coming in, that will not be a concern for Mahbubnagar. The run should be coming in and the scorecard should keep moving. एक 154 बनाने में कामयाब हुई है महबूबनगर अभी तक। 3 गेंदें इस ओवर की अभी भी शेष। बहुत ही बढ़िया पारी यहाँ पर मोहम्मद शादाब अहमद की 25 रन बनाकर नाबाद क्रीज पर मौजूद केवल 10 गेंदों में। इस बार अतिरिक्त गति के साथ वहां पर बीट किया है बल्लेबाज को। जब छक्का लगा था उसके बाद जो कमबैक किया है इस गेंदबाज ने, सराहना करनी होगी मोहम्मद सिकंदर मोहम्मद की। ये किसी भी तेज गेंदबाज को आप पहली गेंद पर आप छक्का जड़ दें, वहां पर फिर वो खून खौल उड़ता है गेंदबाज का। वो किसी भी तरीके की गेंदबाजी आपके तरफ करने में सक्षम होता है। खास तौर पे अमूमन आमतौर पर देखा गया है कि तेज गति की गेंद के साथ बाउंसर ज्यादा करते हैं तेज गेंदबाज छक्का लगने के बाद। कदमों का इस्तेमाल किया, इस बार मंगवा लीजिए एक बार फिर से, गेंद जाएगी सीमा रेखा पर। ये चीजें रुकने वाली है नहीं, ये शॉट्स थमने वाले हैं नहीं। मोहम्मद सिकंदर को वापस से एक बार फिर से छक्का जड़कर ये साबित कर दिया है शादाब अहमद ने। ताबड़तोड़ बल्लेबाजी, बल्ले के बीचों बीच लगी वो गेंद। माफ कीजिएगा, अखिल संकोजू गेंदबाजी की कमान संभाले हुए हैं और धाबा बोल दिया है यहां पर शादाब अहमद ने। इस बार तेज गति की गेंद, ये इसी चीज की मैं बात कर रहा था। जब आप छक्का जड़ते हैं किसी भी तेज गेंदबाज को तो वहां पर चीजें थोड़ी सी मुश्किल हो जाती हैं और उसी जोश के साथ, उसी गुस्से के साथ फिर वो चीजें बदलती देखने को मिलती है आपको गेंदबाज की ओर। इसी के साथ ओवर होता हुआ समाप्त। 17वें ओवर की समाप्ति पर स्कोर पहुंचा 160 विकेट के नुकसान पर। After the completion of 17 overs, score moves on to 160 for the loss of 6 wickets. साथ कमेंट्री बॉक्स में भी बदलाव आपको देखने को मिलेगा। आगे का हाल सुनाने के लिए मैं आमंत्रित करना चाहूँगा मेरे काबिल दोस्त, बहुत ही बढ़िया अपने इनसाइट्स रखने वाले इस टूर्नामेंट के लिए पवन। आगे के 3 ओवर आपके लिए।
शुक्रिया हुसैन, उससे ज़्यादा अब नहीं बोल सकते मैं। Well, 160 for 6 at the moment. And also that single of the first ball gives 161. Mahbubnagar aiming 200. Shadab Ahmed playing well, a quick knock, 31 from 13 with a strike rate of close to 240. Sikandar Mahmood into his 3rd over, looking for the reverse sweep, and it is just hitting the keeper. This one is still out there. So with this field set, the batsman wants to hit the reverse sweep. Shadab would be feeling a bit guilt. This time trying a big shot, maybe a one-step carry for the fielder at square. But this overthrow is pretty ordinary, which makes the non-striker to be one step ahead than the fielder.
for 6 wickets. 17.3. 17.3.
Shadab wants to hit that big, but here Sikandar Mahmud gives that important breakthrough. He's in sensational form with the ball, gets his third wicket, which is the team's seventh. Shadab playing that onto the stumps, and this one is something better for the team of Nalgonda. With his presence, 200 looked for sure, but a new batsman, he will take at least a bit of time, maybe a couple of balls at least, to know the movement on this kind of surface. The quick of the runs till now, we could see David Kripal Roy, a brilliant 85 from 46, thought this day he might make his second 100, but the situation went on in the other way. Sikandar Mahmud dismissed him in the form of a run out, and then the next high run getter is Shadab Ahmed making this 33. Achyutram, the new man in 69 matches, 1070 runs, goes deep into the crease and works it down for a single on the onside. We could see the fielders almost on the boundary line. We have got a deep backward point, fielder at extra covers, long on, long off, looks to sweep it. This one is an appeal. Bowler asking for more, but no much reaction by the umpires. We caught them with lots of accuracy from HCA. Harish and Anvesh standing as the umpires for today's matches here in ground 2. With this, over number 18 gets finished.
18 overs completed. The score is 164 for 7. With 4 runs off it, the score moves on to 164 for 7 in 18 overs.
Every possibility to get something above 180. Sikandar Mahmud has finished, he has got another over, but 3 wickets in the first 3 overs, offering just 18. Bharat has finished his spell, 4 overs, 2 for 31. Akil, 3 overs, 1 for 28. Will have the last over. In fact, Akil bowls the 19th over. In any format of the game, 1 over before the last over is crucial. So this is the one which Akil is given the ball. Waits for a while and plays it non-striker, asking for the quick run. They'll complete it well. It's brilliant to see. Nalgonda, who have got back on the mark. At some stage they were giving away runs. In the first 10 overs they have conceded 82. Took only 2 wickets, but now it is 5 wickets. Opens the face of the bat at the last moment. That's a quick run. In fact, the fielder is cautious. He didn't want to shoot onto the stumps and make something in the form of an overthrow. He just stood himself where he is without passing the ball to anyone. So thus sometimes that is needed. Under pressure, there is a chance to leak on the runs. What a fabulous over the previous one. Wicket followed by 4 runs. Seems like he has cleared the fielders. Yes, he is. Has come from the right center part of the blade, and that has gone all the way towards long on. He could see that fielders, that long off and to mid wicket, there was plenty of gap between them. It's Achyutram who gets that big stroke. Moving on to the front foot. looking to do the same, but the result varies as a wicket. So that's the beauty of this game. Every single ball is going to be a suspense. Rohit, the safe catcher, after that boundary on the onside, now he has got out, where Akil finds his second scalp. 9 balls remaining. 180 maybe for sure, but they would try something around 185. It's 170 for 8. Jay Simha, the new man in 87 matches, more than 1000 runs. So a handy batsman. Both of them new to the crease now, Jay Simha and Aryan. So they need to score more. Especially the 10 to 15 overs have been beneficial for Mahbubnagar as they have shifted the gears. Stands and delivers. I think that has gone all the way. And the umpire calls it as a boundary at covers. The new man also taking on the risk on the very first ball that is needed in T20s. And of course, it is his responsibility. Either he might lose his wicket, he only steps in to score the runs. This one has come nicely onto the bat. Indeed, the new batsman must be appreciated. Jay Simha taking on that risk on the very first ball itself. Every single run matters. Also, there is a gap towards the covers region. There was no one standing at deep extra covers. And here we can find a comeback from Akil, a dot to finish his spell. 4 overs, 3 for 38, and the team score is 174 for 8 after the 19th over.
19 overs completed. The score is 174 for 8. 174 for 8 in 19 overs.
And of course, it would be none other than Sikandar Mahmud to finish the proceedings. 3 overs, 3 for 18. So why not Sikandar? And he's the one who can hit the areas consistently. Offering just 6 runs and over at a stage where runs are supposed to be squeezed. Gets onto the knees, that's a quick run. You could see the square leg fielder just beside the square leg umpire. Also, the umpires need to be cautious at this point of the game. These days, umpires have also been called up to be athletic and maintain some fitness. Not to play, but not to interrupt the play. Right from the center of the blade, here's a covers boundary is being hammered. He's meant to hit on the boundaries. Once again, that is Jay Simha. Last ball of the previous over. The first ball of this over. Of course, that was a dot to finish, and before that there was a boundary. The first ball, second dot, third one, fourth from Jay Simha. Seems like the covers fielder is not spot on. 179 for 8. These are some quality cricketing skills. You can see from Jay Simha, the call must be for the second. They have to take the risk. They need it and they lost it, I guess so. And what would the umpire say? He says yes. So disaster that ends up in the form of a run out. The running is quick, but the quicker is the fielder. It's a time of risk, and that's the reason we could say both of them. And it's good to see Jay Simha on strike to hit the next 3 balls. Aryan goes for 3 of 6. With that, 180 is on. Now the aim is all about making 185 plus. No man kidding, please. We haven't seen any dismissal so far with that kind of gesture. Yorker ball, well digged. Seems like the helicopter shot has come to play. Reminding of MS Dhoni, but this one is close. Another dismissal. Again a run out. And this one is by the keeper. Fielder. It's Sina who must be rewarded for this. But unfortunately, with 2 balls remaining, Mahbubnagar bowled out for the score of 181. Which means 182 will be the target to be chased by Nalgonda. Not a difficult chase, but they shouldn't underestimate the skill of bowlers from Mahbubnagar. Summary of the game: toss won by Mahbubnagar. They wanted to bat first. David Kripal Roy, the highest run getter, gone for 85. Abdul Rafi goes just for a couple of runs. Srikanth Naik, the captain, scored 18. Rakesh making 11. Akshay gone for 4. Mohammad Shada with a well-made 33 of 16. Akash Venkat goes without scoring. Aryan has gone just for 3. Achutram played 6 runs. Jaisimha has offered 10 from 5. Venkat Chandra unbeaten at the last, but there is no chance to bat. With 9 extras, wide 6, 2 byes and 1 leg bye. The team count is 181 for the loss of all wickets. The run rate projected was 9.2. Required run rate is 9.25 to win this. Quick of the bowlers has been Sikandar Mahmud. Didn't finish his spell, but he bowled 3.4 overs as all wickets are down. And he took 3 wickets, offering just 25 runs. And Akil has taken 2 wickets.
Ball box.
Well, we have both our umpires, Anvesh and Harish, operating in ground 2. All the viewers, we thank you for watching and making this tournament much special. We just want you to continue the same in the second innings as well. Stay tuned. We are gonna get back.
ఒక గొప్ప వ్యక్తిని, కార్మిక నాయకుణ్ణి స్మరించుకుంటూ మన మహబూబ్ నగర్ నేలపైన తెలంగాణ యువతను ఒకే వేదికపైకి తీసుకొచ్చి ఒక అద్భుతమైన తెలంగాణ క్రికెట్ జాతర ప్రారంభించబోతున్నాం. కాకా గడ్డం వెంకటస్వామి గారు తెలంగాణ ప్రజల కోసం తన జీవితాన్ని అంకితం చేసిన నాయకుడు, కార్మికుల కోసం పోరాడిన యోధుడు, సమాజానికి దిశ చూపించిన దార్శనికుడు. అంతేకాదు, యువత ఎదగాలని, క్రీడలు అభివృద్ధి చెందాలని కలలు కన్న మంచి మనసున్న మనిషి. ఆయన ఆత్మీయ సేవలకు గుర్తుగా ఈ రోజు మనం ఒక చోట చేరి కాకా వెంకటస్వామి మెమోరియల్ తెలంగాణ ఇంటర్ డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ T20 లీగ్ 2025 కాకా మెమోరియల్ క్రికెట్ టోర్నమెంట్ కప్ ని ప్రారంభిస్తున్నాం. ఈ డిసెంబర్ 22 ఉదయం 11 గంటలకు మన MDCA క్రికెట్ గ్రౌండ్ మహబూబ్ నగర్ లో ఈ గొప్ప వేడుక ప్రారంభం కానుంది. అక్కడి నుండి వరుసగా 29 నుండి 31 డిసెంబర్ 2025 హైదరాబాద్ లో, 2-3 జనవరి 2026 కరీంనగర్ లో, 4-5 జనవరి 2026 NTPC గోదావరి ఖనిలో, 6-7 జనవరి 2026 సిద్దిపేటలో, 8-9-10 జనవరి 2026 వరంగల్లో, 11-12 జనవరి 2026 మహబూబ్ నగర్ లో, 15 జనవరి 2026 సంగారెడ్డిలో, సెమీఫైనల్స్ 16 జనవరి 2026 హైదరాబాద్ లో, ఫైనల్ 17 జనవరి 2026 హైదరాబాద్ లో జరగనున్నాయి. ఈ T20 లీగ్ లో మొత్తం 29 జట్లు, 55 మ్యాచ్లు ఫేజ్ 1, 10 జట్లు, 49 మ్యాచ్లు ఫేజ్ 2. 2 ఫేజుల్లో కలిపి మొత్తం 104 మ్యాచ్లు తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రం మొత్తం మీద ఉన్న వివిధ మైదానాల్లో జరుగుతున్నాయి. టోర్నమెంట్ 22 డిసెంబర్ నుండి 17 జనవరి వరకు జరుగుతుంది. సుమారు 600 మంది ఆటగాళ్లు పోటీ పడుతున్నారు. హైదరాబాద్ క్రికెట్ అసోసియేషన్ ఆధ్వర్యంలో జరుగుతున్న కాకా వెంకటస్వామి మెమోరియల్ తెలంగాణ ఇంటర్ డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ T20 లీగ్. కాకా గారు ఎప్పుడూ చెప్పేవారు, యువతకు అవకాశమిస్తే వారు భవిష్యత్తుకు మార్గం చూపుతారు. ఈ టోర్నమెంట్ ఆ మాటకు నిదర్శనం. రండి, మన యువతను ప్రోత్సహిద్దాం, మన కాకా గారిని స్మరించుకుందాం, ఈ టోర్నమెంట్ ను ఘన విజయం చేద్దాం. స్పాన్సర్డ్ బై విశాఖ, వీనెక్స్ట్, ఆటమ్ సోలార్, వండర్యాన్.
జాతరకి అందరితో కలిసి బ్యాట్తో 6 కొట్టగా మన వెంకటస్వామి కాకా మెమోరియల్ T20 ఆడరా. సోదరా 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 క్రికెట్ ఆడరా ఆడరా ఆడరా. సోదరా 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 క్రికెట్ ఆడరా ఆడరా ఆడరా.
వివేకన్న వంశీ అన్న కాకా గారి పేరున T20 మ్యాచులెత్తగా తెలంగాణ ప్రతి జిల్లాలో క్రీడలను ఎంకరేజ్ చేయగొచ్చెరా. తెలంగాణ చిత్తరొచ్చెరా, తెలంగాణలో క్రికెట్టరొచ్చెరా, తెలంగాణలో చిత్తరొచ్చెరా.
Sponsored by Vishaka, VNext, Autumn Solar, Wonderyan. ఒక గొప్ప వ్యక్తిని, కార్మిక నాయకుణ్ణి స్మరించుకుంటూ మన మహబూబ్నగర్ నేలపైన తెలంగాణ యువతను ఒకే వేదికపైకి తీసుకొచ్చి ఒక అద్భుతమైన తెలంగాణ క్రికెట్ జాతర ప్రారంభించబోతున్నాం. కాకా గడ్డం వెంకటస్వామి గారు తెలంగాణ ప్రజల కోసం తన జీవితాన్ని అంకితం చేసిన నాయకుడు, కార్మికుల కోసం పోరాడిన యోధుడు, సమాజానికి దిశ చూపించిన దార్శనికుడు. అంతేకాదు, యువత ఎదగాలని, క్రీడలు అభివృద్ధి చెందాలని కలలు కన్న మంచి మనసున్న మనిషి. ఆయన ఆత్మీయ సేవలకు గుర్తుగా ఈ రోజు మనం ఒక చోట చేరి కాకా వెంకటస్వామి మెమోరియల్ తెలంగాణ ఇంటర్ డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ T20 లీగ్ 2025 కాకా మెమోరియల్ క్రికెట్ టోర్నమెంట్ కప్ ని ప్రారంభిస్తున్నాం. ఈ డిసెంబర్ 22 ఉదయం 11 గంటలకు మన MDCA క్రికెట్ గ్రౌండ్ మహబూబ్నగర్ లో ఈ గొప్ప వేడుక ప్రారంభం కానుంది. అక్కడి నుండి వరుసగా 29 నుండి 31 డిసెంబర్ 2025 హైదరాబాద్ లో, 2-3 జనవరి 2026 కరీంనగర్ లో, 4-5 జనవరి 2026 NTPC గోదావరి ఖనిలో, 6-7 జనవరి 2026 సిద్దిపేటలో 8, 9, 10 జనవరి 2026, వరంగల్లో 11, 12 జనవరి 2026, మహబూబ్నగర్లో 15 జనవరి 2026, సంగారెడ్డిలో సెమీఫైనల్స్ 16 జనవరి 2026, హైదరాబాద్లో ఫైనల్ 17 జనవరి 2026 హైదరాబాద్ లో జరగనున్నాయి. ఈ T20 లీగ్ లో మొత్తం 29 జట్లు 55 మ్యాచ్లు ఫేజ్ 1, 10 జట్లు 49 మ్యాచ్లు ఫేజ్ 2, 2 ఫేజుల్లో కలిపి మొత్తం 104 మ్యాచ్లు తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రం మొత్తం మీద ఉన్న వివిధ మైదానాల్లో జరుగుతున్నాయి. టోర్నమెంట్ 22 డిసెంబర్ నుండి 17 జనవరి వరకు జరుగుతుంది. సుమారు 600 మంది ఆటగాళ్లు పోటీ పడుతున్నారు. హైదరాబాద్ క్రికెట్ అసోసియేషన్ ఆధ్వర్యంలో జరుగుతున్న కాకా వెంకటస్వామి మెమోరియల్ తెలంగాణ ఇంటర్ డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ T20 లీగ్. కాకా గారు ఎప్పుడూ చెప్పేవారు, యువతకు అవకాశమిస్తే వారు భవిష్యత్తుకు మార్గం చూపుతారు. ఈ టోర్నమెంట్ ఆ మాటకు నిదర్శనం. రండి, మన యువతను ప్రోత్సహిద్దాం, మన కాకా గారిని స్మరించుకుందాం, ఈ టోర్నమెంట్ ను ఘన విజయం చేద్దాం. స్పాన్సర్డ్ బై విశాఖ, వీనెక్స్ట్, ఆటమ్ సోలార్, వండర్యాన్.
క్రికెట్ జాతరకి అందరితో కలిసి బ్యాట్తో 6 కొట్టగా మన వెంకటస్వామి కాకా మెమోరియల్ T20 ఆడరా.
సోదరా 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 క్రికెట్ ఆడరా ఆడరా ఆడరా. సోదరా 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 క్రికెట్ ఆడరా ఆడ.
Welcome back. The hunt of 182 runs is on. Chandravva will start the proceedings for Mahbubnagar. On the other hand, Medak got out 219. Nizamabad going well, 3 overs, 35 runs on ground 1. Manikiran and Jashwant Yadav, as usual, the pair is on. Nalgonda, one of the terrific sides with batting, need to chase 183, 182. Powerplay in progress. All set for the start. Bowler coming up over the stumps. And here we go. First ball. Starts well with a push onto the back foot towards backward point for a quick single. Manikiran is likely to get off the mark. Venkatchandra, this medium pacer, usually bowls over the stumps. 200 matches, 176 wickets, and he's the one who has created some troubles for the opponent with his bowling. This tournament is Kaka Venkataswamy Memorial Telangana Inter-District T20 League, happening in Telangana across many districts. This one is to a square leg in front of the umpire. That is going to be a couple of runs. Quick running by the two. Jashwant Yadav gets off the mark with a couple of runs. The initial movement is that he tried for a boundary on the onside. He saw the fielders are inside the circle. Also, there is plenty of gap if he can clear the fielders standing at short square leg. Two men on the boundary line. Mid wicket along with third man. The run-up is on with some initial respect on the ball coming onto the stumps, and this is not necessary. They will take a couple of runs for sure. It's going to be easier to make. It a situation where only single was the possibility. A couple of runs would be added. It's Jashwant Yadav likely to put the pressure. Initially a couple of runs on the first ball and the same runs on this. Nalgonda shouldn't give the runs cheaply, and with some control over this, they'll take only a single. And also this kind of eminent attack Nalgonda has got, especially in batting. They have every chance to chase this target, unless they don't lose a couple of wickets or more in the power play. It's a new surface. Yesterday also the teams who batted first won the game. The same happened today in the morning. Simple push, and that's what the fielder has learned from the previous situation. Not to get tempted in making the shoot and offering those extra runs. Now we could see him just holding his nerve. That is what all is needed. And that too, he could only see one stump. It's not the three stumps. Might be the third man or the backward point fielder. What is visible is only one. So hitting one is something tough. But this one has made look easier. Fantastic shot. Greatly picked up that one. That will be the first massive of this innings. Manikiran has got sensational runs right from the start of this tournament. This is one of the best strokes he has executed to perfection. What a way to finish long off inside the circle, and this one has gone all over. 12 runs of the first.
12 runs without loss after the first over. 170 more to win from 114 with all wickets in hand.
Venkat Chandra doesn't like the finish.
No bowler.
Next ball will be Jaisimha. Has contributed well at the end with 3 boundaries that made the total to cross 180, or else something around 170, 175 could have been the total for Mahbubnagar. But he's the one, and also bowls well with his right arm pace. 87 matches, 61 wickets he has got. No slip in place, but there is a necessity sometimes, and this is a good looking shot. Maybe just a single, but I feel it is more than that. The timing, the batsman's position, quick reaction, nice reading onto the back foot, that has made this look easy. They have a fielder standing to a short square leg, short fine leg on the cow corner. Lots of gap they could see onto the back foot when they try for that back foot point runs. Point, back foot point, deep point. All of them can be easier. Generate some power, hitting the deck, and the bounce is on. But non-striker just decided Let the ball meet the bat, I'll take the run. That's what his body language spoke about. Also, that is needed when someone is likely to score a single, the non-striker can be quicker. They are the initial pressure takers. Gets on top of that. That should be four. Four bounces onto the boundary ropes at mid wicket. That is terrific. Getting into something greater position, works it on well. He saw the bowler has been pitching it a bit short. Standing tall to that, Jashwant gets his first boundary. This pure class. He's calm and composed, and with a steady head, he has got that with ease. So that's going to be the first four. Sensible to watch on. An immediate reaction from Jashwant to the ball coming in. Especially for the paces, when they come up with all the pace, there is with so much power, energy, run up, they won't like these kind of shots if they're played against them. So an aggressive nature is already inbuilt for a pacer. If it is rewarded, they feel happy. If it is not, they get annoyed. But they would fight back for sure. Looking for the quick single, the non-striker made it clear not to run, but the fielder himself, and I don't say it's the run scored, it is the run offered, as the fielder at the wide gully region has given that opportunity. It's needed by Mahbubnagar to stop these kind of runs in order to improve their semi-final chances. They need a victory for sure. With all the pace he could generate, that was swinging out sharply, which was close. Late movement from the batsman is an absolute delight for the bowler. "162 more runs to win for Nalgonda in 18 overs with, of course, one ball to spare, but maintaining the run rate of 9 runs is something that can be happening with the presence of wickets. This is too good to judge on. Top class fast bowling, very hard to get it away. 2 dots to finish the second one. Score moves on to 20 without nothing.
It's 20 runs in the first 2 overs, still to get 162 in 108. 162 from 18 overs, with all wickets in hand. Required run rate is 9 and over.
The current run rate is 10, so Manikiran and Jashwant, if they could finish well till the power play, scoring something above 55 or 60, then the match can be theirs. Here's to continue Venkat Chandra. Despite of being expensive in the first over, he has been offered to bowl the second one as well, as Srikant Naik trusts him. That eminent innings of David Kripal Roy, 85, getting his second 50 and a big 100 in the tournament, is one of the players Mahbubnagar would like to pick for any tournament. Looking to squeeze a single, non-striker hurrying up. That's the way to put the pressure on the fielders, and we could see that fielders stopping themselves in making the shoots. But whenever there is a necessity, if they don't shoot, it will be their mistake for not throwing the ball onto the stumps. But in these close calls, it is okay for them. They also need a proper backup. As soon as the ball passes, let us assume if it is backward point or square, then the fielders on the onside must be aware. That's gonna be an easier flick for a 4. Seems like it's not the batsman's talent but the bowler's mistake that offers this. Umpire says it's a boundary simply. That has gone much quickly. There is a fine leg fielder that didn't find any opportunity for him. Going well at the moment. Jashwant moves on to 16 from 9. Well played. Can only be 1 towards mid wicket. The fielder with an accurate shoot to the keeper. Likes to pull that nicely, but there is a fielder standing. That was a terrific placement previously. Fine leg third man. Both of them didn't have a chance at all. Plays nicely but finds the fielder. So this is a problem when there is someone coming up with a neat pace, then the fielders interrupting the 30-yard circle is something annoying for the batsman that makes him to clear. It's a matter of risk. Clearing the fielders on the circle. But getting runs down the ground, along the ground, may not happen every time if there are more members in the scored region. This one is the way to tackle in the power play. Not only clearing the fielder but also the boundary line. This one has been massive. It has come from the center part of the bat. That's where it went. Silky smooth strike and timing has been the damage. Nice way to finish the third one. It's 33 on the board.
Nalgonda 33 without loss after the third over. 3 completed, 33 on the board. Still needed 149 from 102 with all wickets in hand.
2 sixes for Manikiran with this. Mid wicket is the region he scored. Last over comprised of 13. There is a necessity of taking on the wickets. The current run rate from 10, it went on to 11. Jay Simha would continue. So they've got a third man in place along with deep backward point. But runs will flow on the onside on either parts of the wicket by either batsman. This one is classy. Gets into a stronger position so quickly. This is authoritative batting. Has picked up the length so early. Clean strike right off the screws. So that will be the first ball boundary for Jashwant Yadav in the over. Nalgonda likely dominate the situation. 37 from 19. With the strike rate close to 200. Lost his rhythm. Seemed like he was about to fall. If it is a spinner losing his rhythm, that it doesn't matter. But if it is a pacer, it takes a bit of more time and some energies to be consumed. He has to bring all his run up. Might be covering 20 to 25, maybe 30 yards. And we have seen one of the bowlers who just take lot more run up. You guess the name. Brilliant to see this one from Jayasimha. After that immediate four, he gets back his rhythm. So dear online viewers, I just don't know whether you could remember the one with the highest runner. But for your knowledge, it is Pakistan's Rawalpindi Express, Shoaib Akhtar, who runs almost from the boundary line. We have seen that many times. Another dot in progress. This is what Mahbubnagar needs to do. Produce the dots, build the pressure, take at least a wicket or more inside the power play, and then let the next bowlers operate. And there it is. That's what I've been mentioning for. It's given. Putting the pressure with the dots, then finding the result. So Jayasimha is the one who started to trouble the batsman. That's tremendous to watch. The online viewers are pretty lucky. They could watch this again and again. They could backward, they could watch it. It's a gem of the deliveries. But for me, when I do see the replay, it's not the keeper, but the short third man fielder doing the trick, who is just standing. It's the opener of Mahbubnagar side, Abdul Rafi bin, taking that. Jnana Prakash, the new man in, the most experienced campaigner for the side. Jnana Prakash has got some brilliant runs in the tournament. 61 unbeaten in the previous game. On the whole, he scored 18,700 plus runs. Quick running in the meantime. Direct shoot could have been a disaster for the skipper. So Mahbubnagar at the moment likely to get back the rhythm. A new batter, at least a take of around 2 to 3 balls in these circumstances will make him play the game he likes to. Nalgonda still have to make 144. What a fabulous over this has been. Just 5 runs. And with this it will be a wide. So 6 runs of the first 5 balls. And a wicket 2. It's 143 to win this contest. The loving number. Manikiran playing his part, 15 from 8. It's a good combo. Manikiran and Jnana Prakash has got their team to be victorious in a couple of matches with their batting skills, with their partnership. There's brilliant to finish. Manikiran deceived with the pace. Jayasimha does well. 6 of the over and a wicket as well. 4 overs completed. The score is 39 for 1.
With wicket and 6 runs from it, after the 4th over, the score is 39 for 1. 39 for 1 in the first 4. Runs needed 143 from 96. 143 from 16 overs with 9 wickets in hand.
And why do we have this 4-leg friend always on the ground? Of course, most of us love dogs. And recently, it's been a painful task where The Supreme Court of India was in the process of avoiding them, but there are true animal lovers, pet lovers, dog lovers who just want the man's best friend, a dog, to be a part of our lives, because we often fond of some good friendships, and dog is the one that can produce. They love us more than themselves. So dogs are humans' best friends. Next to bowl will be Akash Venkat. Would like to come over the stumps. 224 matches, 28 wickets. But recently he started to be impressive in the tournament of Kaka Venkataswamy Memorial, Telangana United District T20 League. And let me tell you, this is a white ball. Score moves on to 40 with this, 40 for 1 in 4 overs. So Kaka Venkataswamy Memorial Telangana United District T20 League is happening in different venues of Telangana. Might be across 10 districts. We started initially from Hyderabad, the capital city, where in Gymkhana grounds and RGICS the matches were held. Then we proceeded to Karimnagar for a couple of days. From there on, we went to Godavarikani and TPC. From there, we came up to Siddipet, had matches couple of days. In the meantime, there's a quick single. And from Siddipet, yesterday we have reached Warangal. Till tomorrow we'll be playing here. Then this tournament will be shifted to Mahbubnagar for 3 days. We'll have 1 day festival break. All the festival days are cricketing days for us. And then on 15th we have got 3 matches in a single day. It's Sangareddy, and as per the result, the points, the net run rate, the top 4 teams will be playing the semi-finals at Hyderabad on 16th of this month. And the winners in the semis will play the finals on 17th against each other, and that too in the capital city. So with this, the 2025-26 edition of Kaka Venkataswamy Memorial Telangana United District T20 League will go on a successful finish. So we thank our sponsor Vishaka Industries Limited, combining with Hyderabad Cricket Association, encouraging the rural talent of the Telugu people. Driven nicely, opening the face of the bat, but meets the fielder. And probably we have got one more over left after this for the mandatory power play. Manikiran impressed everyone with those couple of sixes on the onside, on 2 sides of the wicket. Full toss in the air. I don't know where it landed, but I know it's massive. It has gone just towards the left side of the commentary box. We were talking about Manikiran of his 6 hitting ability. He got it now. This clean strike right off the squares. That's a statement shot. And this is called authoritative batting. 4.3, 47 for 1. Manikiran is thankful to the bowler. The full toss has made the things easy. This is going to be a much needed victory for Mahbubnagar, and not so much important for Nalgonda. They'll definitely be in the top 4. So they've got already 5 out of 6 wins. Winning 1 more match is okay for them. That helps them to be in the semis. They're at the 2nd spot. The only defeat was against Nizamabad yesterday, losing that match by 64 runs in ground 1. Perfectly bowled, and that flick ends as a dot. This kind of batting is needed against someone who is experienced with the ball like Akash Venkat, who doesn't offer those free runs. But sometimes there is a probability for the even best bowler offering too many runs. Long gone in place, standing on the boundary line. Tossed up, and that has cleared the fielders. Both of them. Smart cricket, this one. Just using the pace of the bowler, helping the ball, showing its way. With this, over number 5 gets completed with 50 up on the board.
5 overs completed. Nalgonda moves on to 51 for 1. 51 for 1 in 5 overs. 131 more runs to win from 90 balls. 131 from 15 overs with 9 wickets in hand.
Previous over consisted 12 runs, a wide, a single, a 6, a boundary. Not impressive start from Akash Venkat. It's Manikiran who is scoring half of the runs, 25 from 14, 1 4, 3 sixes. The team is asking, you hit only 3 sixes, why not a boundary? He just answered immediately. There is a necessity of the wickets because Nalgonda, down the line, there is so much batting to come. And this is the one we are talking about. Did he drop the catch or the match? Bounce. It's a difficult opportunity. Diving forward could also be a bit difficult for him. But the bowler at his best, producing that fire. It's Jai Simha. He already got the wicket. So that has been the wicket of the opener Jashwant. But there is something special in the over for sure. These are 2 good dots. The first one is just short of the keeper. The timing must be the key here. He's controlling the swing beautifully. And whenever there is a late movement, it's going to be a huge delight for a bowler. That's what usually the bowlers like, beating up the batsmen, especially when they do try onto the back foot. In the part play, I guess it was 67, which was made by Mahbubnagar. It was just a guess. Looking to hit that on the onside, a single-handed attempt at the end. Jnana Prakash taking his time. It's never easy to score the runs against the bowler in form. That ball straightened after pitching. That's superb to perform. Top class fast bowling, very hard to get away. Jai Simha at his best. Throwing the ball at the right areas. Once again looks to hit the deck, but this is one-step boundary. It's Jnana Prakash, one of the talented batsmen in the tournament, makes that boundary look easy. The placement to perfection, that is smart batting. He's able to find the gaps consistently in the tournament. This is one among them. Hitting his first 4. Now we could see a protection there towards third man. And of course, there can be more fielders on the boundary line after the over as the power play gets completed. So now we've got the white third man who is close to the deep backward point region. And another one standing at third man. Losing his rhythm, so Jai Simha would bowl again. The current run rate is high compared to the needed run rate. 9.7 current run rate. What is needed is 8.9. It's important to have at least a couple of wickets that are much essential in the context of this game. Mahbubnagar wants to make a fine comeback. Edged, and this one is carried. The wicket keeper, a single-handed attempt that is diving sideways. Of course, that's brilliance in taking. Skipper goes off and Mahbubnagar knows the price of this wicket, goes just for a single digit, 6 of 7. So they're enthusiastic, they're aggressive, they're putting the pressure right onto the batting side. Great technique to bowl this one. Perfect verbal seam with some dangerous stuff. 55 for 2 with one ball to finish off the part play. Jai Simha will celebrate for the second time. It was bowled nicely and a misjudgment from the batsman that goes as a clear nick to the wicket keeper. Probably the last ball for the restrictions. Sina, the new man in, has got some fabulous runs in his previous innings, making that 47 just from 20 at Siddipet. 992 matches, 23,813 runs. What an experience some of the players have got. Their shocking stats. He wants to continue the same line, I guess. In fact, he just changed his angle. Comes round the stumps. Sainath defends that properly. He's able to breathe. With this, Jai Simha has finished his third over. Team has completed the part play. And the score is 55 for 2.
Power play completed. Nalgonda are on 55 for the loss of 2 wickets. 55 for 2 in 6. Required runs 127 from 14 overs with 8 wickets in hand.
It will be Hussain to continue for the next some overs. Over to you.
Well, thank you, Pawan. Indeed, they have had a great outing here. Mahbubnagar have been brilliant with the batting and now doing a fine job with the ball as well. Change in the bowling.
Six overs completed, 55 for 2. 55 for 2 in 6 overs.
Well, that is a decent total so far posted on the board. 55. Change in the bowling. Ram comes into the attack for the first time. Someone like him producing that some serious pace shows that how dedicated he is towards this game. This time even a brilliant one. Oh my goodness, that's just a nick and straight away given into the hands of the wicket keeper Ram. The very second delivery of his over, of his spell, and he gives a breakthrough here. Batsman is claiming that there is no bat involved at all, but umpires will be having the final say. We have got some experienced umpires here, all the way from Hyderabad Cricket Association. They are having some keen observations in the game, and that's a big wicket coming in. Mani Kiran was looking in a great form. Got 3 big sixes into his account, towering sixes, and departs. Third wicket going down, it's 55 for the loss of 3.
Batsman? Sina.
Srinath Yadav, the new batsman out into the middle, will be taking the proceedings further for Nalgonda. Nalgonda have been brilliant in this tournament so far, standing second in the table, just below Nizamabad. Nizamabad being unbeaten in the tournament so far, and Nalgonda, what a game they are having in the contest. Just lost one. Short of a length delivery outside the off, that would be a wide. If you have to bowl short pitch deliveries, then you literally need to have that control within you, or else disclosing your plans to the batsman doesn't work on the next delivery. He will be up and ready to face that bouncer again. This is what I was talking about. Earlier it was a bouncer outside the off, and you made your intentions clear that you are looking forward to go for short pitch bouncers, and he was very much ready to it, and he's off the mark straight away. Srinath Yadav. Well, this is the best opportunity with Mahbubnagar to pull things back into their favor. Both of the batsmen are new to the crease, and they will be surely looking forward to spend some time on the wicket before going for big shots. This time just a tap in front. Brilliant piece of running between the wickets. Achyut Ram has got some serious pace with him. Looks a solid man. I've got a good run up as well. Oh my goodness. This time he wanted to go for something different, but didn't work out.
Fifty-eight.
Just a tap in front. That's a brilliant piece of running between the wickets. The moment they get an opportunity, they never miss on that. That has been the style of play for Nalgonda. Well, that brings up the over here. After the completion of 7 overs, score moves on to 59 for the loss of 3 wickets. 7 overs have been completed, 59 for the loss of 3 wickets.
బౌలర్ ఆకాశ్ వెంకట్ బౌలర్
సలాం
59. For the loss of 3 after the completion of 7 overs. They need a partnership from here on to build up this inning. That's a beautiful delivery to start off with.
మనాన్న కొరగాల్లో పెయింట్ చేస్తారు అందరూ ఆడరు కదా కొండలు చదువు ఆడతారు అట్లా తీసి మ్యాచ్ పెడతారు బ్రేక్ఫాస్ట్ ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తారు మళ్ళీ మనకి తెలిసి చాలా పెట్టిన లాస్ట్ ఎంపైర్ ఇంకోలో ఎంపైర్ ఉన్నాయి చాలా మంది బ్యాటింగ్
There's a quick single again. Asking rate is 9.63. Well, the situation what demands right now at least a boundary in a single over if you literally want to keep yourself into comfortable situation throughout the game. But if you are just looking for singles and doubles, this time played nicely, finds the gap, that will be clearing the fence. Brilliant piece of fielding work, but unfortunately that will be crossing the boundary line. Again wanted to go in the same fashion, beats the fielder in the 30-yard circle, and that will be racing to the boundary again. Well, that's a great start to the over. Started off with a dot ball, then after 2 quick singles taken, and then changing down the gears. Smart work from the batsman, getting in line, trying to gain that confidence. A good comeback by the bowler after leaking out those 2 boundaries. A dot ball to end the over. 8 overs have been bowled, 69 for the loss of 3 wickets at the moment. After the completion of 8 overs, score moves on to 69 for the loss of 3 wickets. Kaka Venkataswamy Memorial Inter-District T20 Cricket League, providing some good opportunities to the players coming from the district. That's played inside out, and what a magnificent way. One bounce into the boundary line. There has been some brilliant display of cricket here from Sainath. They're stitching up a partnership here. 76 for the loss of 3 wickets at the moment. Required rate 9.49. One good partnership can change the things here for Nalgonda. They do have that potential, they do have that ability to chase big targets. A lot of depth in the batting unit as well. That's a brilliant hit. One more shot coming in, and this time we'll be going all the way for a six. That's a maximum, humongous six coming in. Sina taking the charge. The previous ball, it was just short of the boundary, and this time clearing the fence. 9 overs gone, it's 82 for the loss of 3 wickets. After the completion of 9 overs, score moves on to 82 for the loss of 3. 100 runs required in 66 balls with a required run rate of 9 runs an over.
Bowler. Bowler. Hey. Bowler name.
This time played straight in the gap, but there will only be a single.
Bowler name. David.
Change in the bowling attack. David Kirpal Roy comes in for the first time in the game, has done a great job with the bat, scoring 85 runs. This time he has got that responsibility of doing some magic with the ball as well. Will he be able to deliver what the captain expectations are? Only the time will tell. But for now, a lot of work to be done by the batsman. That's a brilliant play. Just a nudge in the gap. 1 run taken comfortably. Wanted to go for a second, but he early realized the risk on taking the second run. They don't wanted to throw their wickets away for risky runs. That's a smart call and smart cricket, I would say. Brilliant delivery. Oh my goodness. This is something unique that we are seeing. We have seen that happening in the international cricket as well. Arjun Tamand is doing that, and more often than not, that's Lam Livingston does it. David Kirpal bowling with both of his hands for the left-handed batsman, coming with the right hand, and to the right-hand batsman bowling with the left arm. Something unique. Extremely talented. But this time the bowler will be having the last say. Crossing the boundary line, ending the over on a good note. We are halfway through the innings. 10 overs have been bowled. Score moves on to 91 for the loss of 3 wickets. After the completion of 10 overs, score moves on to 91 for the loss of 3. 91 needed of 60. That's a good partnership so far building up. 36 of 23 between these two. Much needed one. Nalgonda was seriously looking for one good partnership, and this is in process here. That's a brilliant play. 10 ओवर की समाप्ति पर स्कोर 51। 3 विकेट के नुकसान पर एक बढ़िया साझेदारी बनती हुई दोनों ही बल्लेबाजों के बीच। एक छोर पर है साईनाथ, दूसरे छोर पर है श्रीनाथ। 37 रन की साझेदारी अब तक बन चुकी है इन दोनों ही बल्लेबाजों के बीच। 3 सफलताएं हालांकि लेने में कामयाब हुई है यहाँ पर महबूबनगर। इस बार ऑस्ट्रेलिया की थोड़ी सी बाहर थी गेंद। राकेश नायक एक बार फिर से गेंदबाजी में परिवर्तन किया वहां। राइट हैंड लेफ्ट हैंड कॉम्बिनेशन काफ़ी हद तक परेशान करने में कामयाब होता है वहाँ पर गेंदबाजों को, और साथ ही साथ फील्डिंग में भी आपको काफ़ी हद तक बदलाव करने पड़ते हैं। लेकिन ये सटीक गेंदबाजी, अच्छी शुरुआत अपने स्पेल को दी है राकेश नायक ने। बहुत ही बढ़िया गेंद, इस बार तेज़ गति की फेंकी हुई गेंद थी। ये काफ़ी हद तक हमने स्पिनर्स में देखा है, जैसे कि आप बात करेंगे रविंद्र जडेजा की, अंतर्राष्ट्रीय क्रिकेट में काफ़ी हद तक अपनी तेज़ गेंदों से बल्लेबाजों को चकमा देने में कामयाब होते हैं। तो फ्लाइटेड डिलीवरीज देखने काफ़ी कम मिली हैं रविंद्र जडेजा से। और उसी तरह और यहाँ पर सीधे पैड पर लगती हुई गेंद, बढ़िया अपील भी वहां पर देखने को मिली, लेकिन अंपायर ने नकारा उसे। शायद थोड़ा सा बल्ले का अंदरूनी भाग लगा वहां पर गेंद को, जिसके चलते भाग्यशाली रहे साईनाथ। एक और बेहतरीन शॉट, वहां पर फील्डर मौजूद था, सीधा हाथों में, बड़ी विकेट, बड़ी सफलता। राकेश नायक को वहां पर गेंदबाजी सौंपी थी और आते ही सफलता दिलाई है अपनी टीम को। अपने कप्तान के उम्मीदों पर खरे उतरे हैं, एक बड़ी सफलता अपने नाम की है। जो एक बढ़िया लय में नजर आ रहा था बल्लेबाज, उसको चलता किया है, राह दिखाई है पवेलियन की। साईनाथ पगड़ी मर्री को वापस पवेलियन का रुख अपनाना होगा। उन्नीस रन की वो पारी समाप्त होती हुई यहाँ पर। एक बहुत ही बढ़िया कैच अखिल का देखने को मिला, फ्लैट गेंद थी और इसी का स्कोर पहुंचा 92, 4 विकेट के नुकसान पर। एक बार फिर से डेविड कृपाल गेंदबाजी करेंगे। अच्छी गेंद पैड पर लगती हुई, थोड़ा सा अंदरूनी किनारा भी लगा वहां पर बल्ले का, जिसके चलते भाग्यशाली रहेंगे बल्लेबाज। ये खासियत है डेविड कृपाल में, सीधे हाथ के बल्लेबाज को बाएं हाथ की गेंदबाजी करते हैं और बाएं हाथ के बल्लेबाज को दाएं हाथ की गेंदबाजी करते हैं। ये काफ़ी कम देखने को मिलता है, ये टैलेंट फ्लाइटेड गेंद थी। और सबसे ख़ास बात, ये आसान होता नहीं है और जितना कंट्रोल आपको चाहिए होगा दोनों हाथों से गेंदबाजी करने में, वो कंट्रोल लाना पहले तो मुश्किल होता है। ये एक नेचुरल टैलेंट मैं कहूँगा, गॉड गिफ्टेड मैं कहूँगा डेविड कृपाल को। अंतर्राष्ट्रीय क्रिकेट में भी हमने देखा है अजंता मेंडिस ये काम करते हैं। उसके बाद हमने देखा लेम लिविंगस्टन जो कि इंग्लैंड से अपना ताल्लुक़ रखते हैं, अभी सनराइजर्स हैदराबाद के लिए खेलेंगे IPL में। ये दो ऐसे गेंदबाज हैं जो भली भांति जानते हैं राइट हैंड और लेफ्ट हैंड गेंदबाजी। ये देखिए लेफ्ट हैंड बल्लेबाज को इस बार बहुत ही बढ़िया शॉट, उतना प्रभाव पड़ेगा नहीं, आप चाहे हाथ बदलें या फिर छोड़, 6 रन मिलेंगे जरूर यहाँ पर। साइनाद पगड़ी मर रही वहां पर, बहुत ही बढ़िया शॉट। 15 गेंदों में 27 बनाकर अभी भी नाबाद क्रीज पर मौजूद और इसी 6 रन के साथ इस ओवर को किया समाप्त। 12 ओवर की समाप्ति पर स्कोर पहुंचा 101, 4 विकेट के नुकसान पर। After the completion of 12 overs, score moves on to 101 for the loss of 4 wickets. 81 required in 48 balls to win this game. जब तक साइनाथ क्रीज पर हैं वो उम्मीदें बरकरार है नलगोंडा की। एक एंकर रोल प्ले करने वाला उनको बल्लेबाज चाहिए। अखिल संकोजू नए बल्लेबाज हैं, केवल 3 गेंदें अपनी इनिंग में खेले हैं अभी तक। वो अनुभव रखते हैं अपने पास एक लंबी पारी खेलने का। उस मौके को, उस जो मौका मिला है उस मौके का पूरा इस्तेमाल करना होगा अखिल संकोजू को। ज़्यादा कुछ करना है नहीं, स्ट्राइक रोटेट कीजिए, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा गेंदें साइनाथ को खेलने दीजिए क्योंकि काफ़ी सेट हैं और बढ़िया कॉन्फिडेंस में नज़र आ रहे हैं। काका वेंकटस्वामी मेमोरियल इंटर डिस्ट्रिक्ट T20 क्रिकेट लीग 7 वेन्यूज़ पर यह टूर्नामेंट खेला जा रहा है। दूसरा फेज़ इस टूर्नामेंट का, दूसरे फेज़ का इनॉग्रेशन हमने देखा था राजीव गांधी इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट स्टेडियम पर हैदराबाद में जो हुआ था। उसके बाद हम पहुंचे करीमनगर के बाद सिद्दीपेट और ये चौथा वेन्यू आप देख रहे हैं। इसके बाद जाएंगे कल महबूबनगर, वहां से संगारेड्डी और फिर वापस आएंगे हैदराबाद जहां पर आपको सेमीफाइनल्स और फाइनल देखने को मिलेंगे। राकेश नायक वापस आए हैं गेंदबाजी की कमान संभालने के लिए। पिछले ओवर में एक सफलता दिलाई थी इन्होंने अपनी टीम को।
बोलो क्या है? मैं बोलो आज बोल आ देख तो मैं घर में नहीं हूं, मैं घर का। अरे मेरा क्या मालूम, मां तुम्हारा बैठा ना करो, फोटो व्हाट्सएप करो, बोलो मेरे को देखता हूं। तुम्हारा बैठे से फोन कराओ, तुम्हारा बैठे से फोन कराओ।
बढ़िया शॉट इस बार हवाई फायर किया है, वहां पर फील्डर बने रह जाएंगे दर्शक। बल्ले के बीचों बीच लगती हुई, जैसे ही बल्ले पे लगी वो ध्वनि जो उत्पन्न हुई उसी से समझ आ गया था कि बल्लेबाज वो 6 रन लगाने में सक्षम है। और बहुत ही बढ़िया शॉट, एक अलग ही अंदाज में स्वागत किया है यहां पर राकेश नायक का। दबाव जरूर बना रहेगा राकेश पर। इस बार खेला उसे स्वीपर कवर की जानिब, लेकिन फील्डर वहां पर मौजूद। देखिए ये दर्शाता है कि आप कितना अपने अंदर एक्सपीरियंस कैरी करते हैं, कितना आपके अंदर पोटेंशियल है। हालांकि राकेश नायक एक विकेट टेकिंग गेंदबाज हैं, लेकिन उस एडजेक्टिव को वहां पर पूरा धुंधला सा कर दिया है उस शॉट के चलते। उस काबिलियत पर एक संदेह की मोहर लगाई है उस शॉट के चलते। पंद्रह रन की साझेदारी बनी है अभी तक 9 गेंदों में। साइनाथ आए हैं स्ट्राइक पर, आगे फेंकी हुई गेंद, बढ़िया शॉट, लेकिन 1 ही रन मिलेगा। ये कैलकुलेटिव क्रिकेट खेलनी होगी और जिस तरीके से रणनीति अपनाए हैं, जिस रणनीति के साथ चल रहे हैं वो काफ़ी काबिल तारीफ रणनीति मैं कहूँगा। चौका लगा रहे हैं, छक्का लगा रहे हैं, फिर मौका मिलने पर सिंगल्स और डबल्स के साथ अपनी पारी को आगे बढ़ाते हुए इस बार गैप में खेला, लेकिन दाद देनी होगी यहाँ पर और राकेश नायक की भी, क्योंकि जिस हिसाब से फील्ड सेट की गई है उसी फील्ड सेट के अनुसार गेंदबाजी कर रहे हैं। शॉट थर्ड मैन, गली, पॉइंट, एक्स्ट्रा कवर, लॉन्ग ऑफ, लॉन्ग ऑन, काउ कॉर्नर, डीप मिड विकेट। इस बार गैप में खेला हुआ शॉर्ट फील्डर वहां पर मौजूद, लेकिन थोड़े से मिसफील्ड वहां पर। ये नहीं चाहेंगे आप बतौर गेंदबाज, यही वो खिलाड़ी है जिन्होंने बहुत ही बढ़िया कैच लिया था पिछले ओवर में, लेकिन इस बार एक आसान सा वहां पर बाउंड्री में चूक होती हुई। इसी 4 रन के साथ ओवर होता हुआ समाप्त। 13 ओवर की समाप्ति पर स्कोर पहुंचा 114, 4 विकेट के नुकसान पर।
After the completion of 13 overs, score moves on to 114 for the loss of 4 wickets. Equation 68 runs required in 42 balls.
68 चाहिए 42 गेंदों में। काफी करीबी क्लोज एनकाउंटर यहां पर देखने को मिलता हुआ। ताबड़तोड़ बल्लेबाजी दोनों ही छोर से, ये आपको चाहिए होता है जब आप लक्ष्य का पीछा करते हैं।
68 after 42.
जब आप लक्ष्य का पीछा करते हैं तो आपको चाहिए कि आपके दोनों ही बल्लेबाज जो क्रीज पर मौजूद हैं वो रन बनाएं आपके लिए। एक एंड से अगर रन आते जाएं, दूसरे एंड से अगर रन नहीं ना बने तो वो थोड़ा सा चिंता का विषय रहता है टीम के लिए। लेकिन यहाँ पर अच्छी बात यह है कि दोनों ही बल्लेबाज काफी फॉर्म में नजर आते हुए। अखिल संकोजू, उनका साथ देने के लिए साइनाथ पगड़ी मर्री। छोटी गेंद, बल्ले का फेस खोला, वहां पर दिशा दिखाई। थर्ड मैन के क्षेत्र में 1 रन आसानी के साथ मिल जाएगा। शायद ये भी एक फैक्टर हो सकता है, वहां पर राइट हैंड लेफ्ट हैंड कॉम्बिनेशन जो सजाया है यहाँ पर नलगुंडा ने, उसको शायद परिणाम हो रहे हैं वहां पर गेंदबाज। इसी के साथ ओवर होता हुआ समाप्त। 14 ओवर की समाप्ति पर स्कोर पहुंचा 127 पर 4।
After the completion of 14 overs, score moves on to 127 for the loss of 4 wickets. 55 runs required in 36 legal deliveries. 55 needed in 36 with a required run rate of 9.17 runs an over.
And with that over, there will also be a change in the commentary box. Pawan will be taking the proceedings further in my absence and for the rest of the game, and will be taking the presentation as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Hussain. And we'll catch up tomorrow.
Sure.
So far, things going well for Nalgonda. And last over, a lucky 4 and a mighty 6 is adding another big result in progress. This one from the right-hander, Akil Sankoju. It means last 3 balls, in fact, in last 4 balls, we have seen 14. Not 14, but 16. That 4 and 2 sixes. So changing the contest complexion of the game. 2 sixes from Akil till now. Shadab Ahmed being expensive. So far it is not his day. Pitch shot. Gets the needed treatment. A bad ball. As soon as it's pitched, it's very clear that any batsman can get the big runs on that. So Mahbubnagar feeling the pressure. Nalgonda with the dominance. 4-3 from 3-4. Things getting easier. The spinner is offering the runs. 2 sixes of the first 2 balls. Great playing under pressure by Akil. This is sensible batting. Non-striker taking on the risk of running. He's calm in the middle but cool under fire. This pair has added successfully 47 of just 21, which means Nalgonda are just 42 runs away. Shadab Ahmed, 9 balls, 23 runs he conceded. Can he stop the left-handed? But he doesn't. It's Akil who will be on strike. Tremendous sixes there, firstly towards long on, then towards mid-wicket. Akil has squeezed 13 runs of the first 3 balls, then the single makes the run number 14th in the over, one from Sina. It's important to bowl these kind of dots by Shadab. If 1-2 overs economically done, then Mahbubnagar can be the winner. This is the kind of bowling needed before setting the things on. With this, over number 15 gets completed, the score moves on to 141 for 4.
15 overs completed, the score is 141 for 4. 141 in 15. Required runs 41 from 30 with 6 wickets in hand.
Run rate is 9.4, but what is needed is just 8.2. Under balance for East Nalgonda side. Mahbubnagar badly needs wickets. We have seen so far 5 bowlers, in fact 7 bowlers used, and this one is going to be massive. Akil is not going to spare any bowler. On both sides of the wicket, we could see the raining of sixes. The sunlight is on, but the sixers have been there every now and then. David Kripalroy being hammered, and this one is something annoying. Team of Mahbubnagar not only offering the runs but also leaking through extras. It's happening against them. 150 up in 15.2. 31 needed from 28. Well played. Sainath wants a second, but it's a brilliant stop. Long off does well. And this is responsible batting under pressure by these two, Sainath and Akil. These two have added 58 just from 26, turning out to be a match-winning partnership. A bit of bounce there, batsman being not satisfied with that. So that has travelled as a dot. And also Sainath has completed his 50. In the meantime, you could see this is going to be taken at mid-wicket. Akil Sankoju can't put that down. Even though situation is under control, Akil wants to finish the things in style. He tried for the big one and he finds the fielder at mid-wicket. So that's a much-needed wicket David has produced, breaking the partnership of almost 60. Now 30 needed from 25.
And also you could congratulate Sainath for his splendid 55 of 25. Terrific batting under pressure. Mature batting for his age. Soaks up the pressure so beautifully.
30 needed from 25. Rohit, the new man in. So David today has played a good innings, a high score of 85. Now just got this wicket despite of being expensive. So can he make more for his side? He's likely to be the star performer of the game. Match seems to be still balanced. Mahbubnagar won't take this challenge lightly. Goes deep into the crease and there will be a single by Rohit. Will be 1-2 finish. With his 16 overs completed, the score moves on to 153 for 5.
16 overs completed, score is 153 for 5 wickets. 153 for 5, runs needed 29 of 24 with 5 wickets in hand.
खाली है, मैं खुद नहीं लगा रहा, मेरा चार्जर नहीं लगाता हूँ, कहीं भी लगा लो भैया। वो मैं छोड़ का किसको भी नहीं लगाने देता हूँ, माइक में लगा ले रहा हूँ, वो हला बोले तो पूरा साउंड जाता। तो अच्छा ला लो थोड़ा, हाँ अच्छा ला लो, ला ले कैसे सकते हो, मैं मेरा चो दवा लो दी
29 of 24. Most of the chances for Nalgonda, but Mahbubnagar has got so much faith in bowling the death overs. They have to recollect their best bowling skills in various matches. It's time for them to control 29 of 24. It's not that impossible, but they need to work hard. Eminent stroke down the ground. Long off, maybe covers comes in contact. Just a single to pass on. It's Achyutram who comes to bowl. So far we could see 7 bowlers utilized. Achyutram into his second over. Looks for the big shot on drive. There is a chance to stop, but it has beaten up the fielder. That will cost 3 more runs on the whole. That's 4 runs. Great batting skill this one. It is Sina, the star performer at the center. Strike rate of 225. He doesn't score anything less than the strike rate of 200. Hits it big enough. Both the fielders watching the ball sailing over the lines. That's massive. It's a clear indication that Nalgonda wants to finish with at least a couple of overs to spare. That is massive. That has gone the distance. And he keeps the scoreboard ticking. What an awareness. Excellent strike rotation and finding the gaps, placing every ball of this kind to the boundary ropes is something special about Sainath. And he shows the quality of a left-handed batsman. This is a way to bat. He proves that. And for the first time, the required run rate goes to 5.7, where balls are more than the needed runs. 18 to win from 21. So Mahbubnagar should do something which they have never done before. Game of cricket is all about handling the pressure. It's not only skill but acting according to the situation. Can Mahbubnagar react accordingly? That's the question. Sainath wants the second, but Rohit says no. Indeed, the game is under control for Nalgonda now. Men in blue, they don't want to be on the second, they want to be on the top. They have been defeated against Nizamabad. And also Nizamabad at the other end, they won the match against Medak by 7 wickets. chasing 120 in 16.3. That's great piece of bowling under pressure. This is what they need to do. Mahbubnagar. 17 needed from 19. Must be the bowler's task. 181 is not enough to restrict Nalgonda. It means the bowlers have to work hard. They have to be skillful. They need to be clever. They need to make up that mix of variations. It's Achyut Ram, one of the senior campaigners, doing well at the center. Not a proper timing. Still finds the way for a single. 13 runs came off it, and the score moves on to 166 for the loss of 5 wickets.
17 overs bowled. Score is 166 for 5. 166 for 5 in 17 overs. Runs required 16 from 18 with 5 wickets in hand.
They've got their terrific striker Sina at the center. In his presence, 16 from 18 is something like a cakewalk. Now the captain must be operating the fielders well. And whenever there is something sensational stuff from the batsmen, bowlers also lose their rhythm, and bowling to right-handed, left-handed at the same time is not easy for the calculation of the bowler. They might lose the rhythm sometimes. The fielding placement must be changed. Srikanth Naik now a challenge in front of the skipper. So can he restrict Nalgonda at this point? So it's a $1 million question. If he can do that, he'll be one of the most successful captains in the cricket history. It's not going to be spayed by Sainath. Whatever meets the bat is going to see only on the boundary lines. Either 4 or 6, and this one gone for 4. A straight hit that was struck nicely. He often keeps the scoreboard ticking on. Finds the gap, bisecting the two fielders at long off and long on. Tremendous piece of cricket here. In fact, this is Rohit. A sixer towards straight long on. On the onside he goes on. Has it gone the same result? Yes, it is. 2 balls, 2 fours. No half measures for the new man. Both of them proving the ability of left-handers, what they could do with the bat. And Rohit is someone who just now came in, and he wants to finish the thing soon and get back to the hotel. 8 needed from 16. A difficult day for the skipper and co of Mahbubnagar. 181 going in vain. Now something magical needed to be happening. They needed only wickets. They need only wickets. Dots are not a matter for the batting side. It's a bit of chat between the bowler and the captain, but still enough damage is being done. At some stage they lost 3rd wicket on score of 55, but since then we have seen 2 glorious partnerships, an easy run to be squeezed in the meantime. .38 runs added for the 4th wicket, and later it's the contribution of 58, probably 59 for the 5th wicket. So these 2 partnerships are likely to take the game away from Mahbubnagar. And that's going to be 6. The scores are level. What a perfect timing. It is Sina again. Sorry, we'll let you know the batsman name, but it's an absolute perfect shot onto the back foot. So I'm right, it is Sina. Sometimes the app takes the rotation, it goes on. Scores are level 17.3. The score moves on to 181. So to stop a team like Nalgonda, something about 210, 220 could have been better. But they've got a greater control in the second half when they bowled, offering just around 80. That's terrific. And this one is going to be the winning run. Sainath deserves to make it. Need to see the way how he finishes. Could he take the aerial route or... yes! That's the finish. Nalgonda win this game by 5 wickets and 13 balls to spare. Hearty congratulations. Nalgonda still at the second spot. As Nizamabad won the game today, they will be on the top. Nalgonda with 1 defeat on the second place. Hard luck for Mahbubnagar, so they need to test their chances in the rest of the 2 games. We are stay tuned. We'll be back with the presentation.